Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a massive shift that's quietly but entirely modernizing how our government operates. We're talking about the newly enacted Republic Act number 12,009, or the new Government Procurement Act. If you've ever wondered how on earth the public sector can actually secure cutting-edge tech from fast-moving startups without getting bogged down in years of red tape, well, you are in the exact right place. Let's get straight into it. Okay. Picture this scenario, because it happens all the time. Imagine a government agency that desperately needs a highly specialized, absolutely unique software platform to better serve the public. We're talking cutting-edge technology exclusively developed by a local tech startup, and it's sold as a software as a service, or SaaS model, meaning it's a per-user, per-year subscription. In the past, the old procurement rules were just way too rigid to handle this kind of modern purchasing. But today, we're going to see exactly how the new law actually makes this possible. But before we get into the how, we really need to talk about the why. Why does this even matter? Well, overcoming these traditional procurement hurdles is absolutely crucial for delivering quality public services today. I mean, if our government agencies can't directly access exclusive cutting-edge technology, they literally cannot fast-track modernization. Innovation shouldn't be stalled by a mountain of red tape, right? So, to understand how we actually solve this, here is our roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll look at the public procurement problem. Then dive into the innovations of RA 12009. From there, we'll see how it actively empowers startups through science, technology, and innovation, or STI. Then, the really fun part, we'll crack the code on securing those exclusive tech subscriptions, map out the step-by-step direct procurement process, and finally, look at what this means for the future of government. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the public procurement problem, and explore the historical headache of buying proprietary technology. To really appreciate the new rules, we have to look at the old ones. Under the previous law, Republic Act 9184, the default method was competitive bidding, period. Alternative methods were highly exceptional and strictly regulated. This made buying unique, subscription-based tech incredibly frustrating because, well, you can't easily bid out something that only one specific startup has invented. But under the new way, RA 12009 introduces what we call fit-for-purpose modalities. It finally recognizes that we need a dynamic, flexible framework to respond to modern needs, ensuring we still get value for money, but without sacrificing transparency. So let's follow our hypothetical agency hero as she navigates this totally new landscape. Armed with a new law, she's embarking on a procurement journey to find the perfect, fit-for-purpose tech solution for her specific needs. She no longer has to force a square peg into a round hole. For the first time, she actually has the right map for the right destination. Moving right along into Section 2, RA 12009, Procurement Innovations. Let's see how this new legislation introduces solutions specifically tailored for our digital age. The new Government Procurement Act expands our toolkit massively. Out of the several new modes introduced, 3 are particularly vital for our SaaS scenario: direct contracting, negotiated procurement, and, this is the real game changer, direct procurement for science, technology, and innovation. These new modalities give us the exact flexibility we need to bypass those traditional, sluggish bottlenecks and acquire advanced, exclusive technologies quickly and completely legally. Now, in Section 3, Empowering Startups Through STI, we see how the law actually goes way beyond just buying things. It actively helps build the entire ecosystem. But to use these awesome new STI rules, we really need to know who actually qualifies. The law clearly defines a qualified startup business as an entity involved in science, technology, and innovation activities. But here is the absolute key. They must be officially certified by appropriate bodies like the Department of Trade and Industry, the DICT, the National Innovation Council, or the DOST. This is huge because it means our agency can now directly engage with the creators of innovative software as long as they hold those official government certifications. And to back this all up legally, we look at the Government Procurement Policy Board, or GPPB, Resolution Number 04.2026. This document formally approves the guidelines for direct procurement for science, technology, and innovation. Think of it as the ultimate green light that agencies need to securely and confidently engage with these certified tech startups. Which brings us right into Section 4, Securing Exclusive Tech Subscriptions. Let's open the legal playbook and see how we actually synthesize these rules to buy that exclusive per-user, per-year software we talked about at the very beginning. Okay, this legal provision right here is incredible. Section 37 of the Implementing Rules and Regulations, or IRR, is the absolute authority empowering our agency. It states clearly that a procuring entity can procure goods and services directly from a legally, technically, and financially capable qualified startup business. Let me repeat that. You can bypass standard competitive bidding entirely and go straight to the innovative source. That is massive. But you might be wondering, how do we legally justify a specific subscription model? Well, it's like a giant puzzle. We combine Section 37 with a few other vital provisions to crack the code. Section 31 covers direct contracting when goods are proprietary in nature, meaning literally no one else makes them. On top of that, Section 35.13 explicitly allows for the direct retail purchase of online subscriptions, which includes computer software and web-based services. So if we combine the startup empowerment of Section 37, the proprietary nature of Section 31, and the online subscription rules of Section 35.13, boom! We have rock-solid legal viability for purchasing an exclusive software as a service platform that absolutely no one else offers. Now for Section 5, step-by-step direct procurement. We've got the legal theory down tight. Now let's look at the actual execution on the ground. By following these exact steps derived from the GPPB guidelines, the agency ensures 100% compliance. First, the end user must formally justify the need for this specific online subscription to the head of the procuring entity, or HOPE. Once they get that green light, we move to the next phase. The Bids and Awards Committee, or BAC, Secretariat, prepares the annual procurement plan. From there, the BAC prepares the request for quotation, detailing the exact terms of that per-user, per-year sale. And finally, they send that RFQ directly to the identified, certified startup supplier. No massive, months-long public bidding required. Now hold on, just because it's a direct purchase doesn't mean it's the Wild West out there. Standardized, transparent processes are still heavily maintained. Remember, the Bids and Awards Committee still handles the RFQ and conducts simplified negotiations with the startup. They are there to ensure the supplier is technically, legally, and financially capable of delivering the software at the most advantageous price, keeping the whole process totally transparent and accountable to the public. I cannot stress this next point enough. The absolute linchpin of this entire process relies entirely on the end user. It is their burden of proof. They have to submit a comprehensive report and a comparative matrix to the head of the procuring entity, showing beyond a doubt that the preferred online subscription is better than anything else available. They need to prove there is absolutely no suitable local substitute that can be obtained at more advantageous terms. If you can definitively prove the tech is truly unique and necessary, your path is perfectly clear. Finally, in Section 6, the future of government, let's wrap up our explainer by pulling back and looking at the big picture of what this all means for public service in the Philippines. Empowering agencies to easily buy unique tech directly from startups drives massive, massive efficiency. It represents a strict commitment to achieving real value for money, which is a core principle of the Bagong Pilipinas vision. By linking government needs directly with brilliant, innovative local minds, we're building a truly modern, highly capable government ecosystem that benefits every single citizen. So I'll leave you with this question. What innovative startup solution will your agency procure next? The traditional barriers are finally down, the fit-for-purpose modalities are right here waiting for you. Think about the incredible possibilities. Dive into those new GPP guidelines and take that next big step toward technological modernization. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and as always, keep learning.